All right, hello for gaming community. I'm back for part two. All right, so right here I have the WBO stickers. I didn't even shout those out in part one. WBO stickers. I got this from TSO. Thank her so much. I thank her so much. I felt like I was telling y'all to thank her, but anyways, thank you TSO. Start handing these out to some of our local tournaments, and because people really like these, kids really like these. I really like these. And then this is a for gaming decal sticker. We have it in our store. I'm gonna be honest, it's really big. It's really big. It's probably a little bit too big. I'm probably just gonna get like just normal smaller stickers so you could put them on your Beyblade box or something. Because this is meant for like a car or like a laptop. But I don't know if you just want to have that on that. We also put it on our big Beyblade box. Um, but anyways, beyond that, I want to talk about tournaments and hosting your own tournament. So like I said, parents come and ask, younger kids come and ask. I want to first, I'll talk about the WBO because the WBO is the World Beyblade Organization. It is the largest group of bladers in the world, like as far as for the competitive scene. It is fan based, fan driven. With the WBO, in order to organize or host a tournament, you need to have 50 comments on the forum. So you can, uh, unless this recently changed, because there has been a lot of changes going on. But as far as I know, you need to have 50 comments in the forum. So if someone posts up about the new Beyblades coming out or just having a conversation or anything like that, you need to have at least 50 posts before you're eligible to take the quiz. Then you take the Beyblade organizer quiz. And before you do that, you need to make sure that you study up on the rules. You know all that information just from the different formats, uh, different things that happen, like if there's ties, um, how to be able to spot a fake or a legitimate Beyblade, which I'll go over in this video. Um, and then after you do that, you need to pass the quiz. And then I believe now they have phone interviews. So they'll call you and verify that you're legit. I actually didn't have to do the phone interview because that's something that was new, implemented new. But I know they do have them now, so I don't want to speculate on too much what they talk about. But I imagine just to make sure that you're a real person. And it may seem like a lot. I thought it was a lot when I first started off, but it is legit. Because it's such a big organization, you just don't want anybody just to get up there and just post they're having a tournament. And because the WBO, like the forum, it reaches so many people. And say, for instance, it's not a legitimate tournament, or it's just something that's not even Beyblade, and then people show up with their kids, parents or whoever to show up to something that's not even going on. So you want to verify that the person is legitimate. You want to verify that they read the rules and went over those things. Yeah, that's for the WBO. So if you want to organize within the WBO, you need to go to the World Beyblade. I think it's worldbeyblade.org, or I'm not sure, but if you just type in World Beyblade Organization and Google, you'll find it. If you just put in WBO, it might show up like the boxing organization. So probably put World Beyblade Organization or just Beyblade tournaments. And usually the WBO will show up. Okay, for gaming or FGC events. Right now, we're going to be focused on the circuit. When it comes to the circuit, um, those are events that only like solely we will host. But when it comes to any FGC event, anyone can host those. I just need you to reach out to me so I can verify your identity. Because the verification is a real thing. So as long as you reach out to me, you let me know the venue that you're having, how many people that you're going to you plan to have at your venue and things like that, then you can just go for it pretty much. Like as soon as I'm talking with you, we'll go over the rules. The rules are pretty simple. The rules are pretty straightforward. And then once you got that in order, I'll speak with you about challenge, which is something I'm about to go over, and we'll get that set up. And then you could just have your tournament. I just want to be able to verify it, make sure you have a grasp of the rules, and then you're pretty much good to go. All right. So if you organize your own tournament, whether it is WBO, FGC, or your personal tournament, some tips that I have is to make flyers. We've made, and I don't think I have a flyer on me, but if you go to my FGC um, site or like our Instagram, we have a FGC Beyblade tournament Instagram. I will always have flyers up there, or even if you look on our website, we'll have flyers up there. So those pictures that I show are actual flyers. So I make them and I print them out, and then I'll hand them out at like local CC's Pizzas or local bookstores or game shops and stuff like that, Game Stops. And that's just places where I know the younger community or Beyblade community, like any gamers or people in the anime, anything like that, will go and shop so they can see it anywhere that's like a card shop, like a local card shop. Because the thing with Beyblade, a lot of people don't even know that there's tournaments. When it comes to trading card games, like, yeah, 100%. But a lot of people don't know that there's Beyblade tournaments. Like, I don't play Bakugan. Bakugan toys are really popular, and there's also Bakugan tournaments, and a lot of people don't know about that because a lot of things we compete with are video games and trading card games. When it comes to toys, people don't think of toys as like, oh, it doesn't have a competitive scene. So you really have to get out there and promote it on that aspect. I will do my best. If you're not, the WBO is a great way to promote it, but if you're not a WBO organizer, if you're trying to do an FGC event or just your own event, I could help you promote it. I don't mind putting it on our site. I don't mind sharing it on our social media. All that I do ask, um, as I get to know you and talk to you and things like that, is that your event stays cool. And what I mean by that, like, I know at all my events, I don't want people arguing or any craziness or anybody being rude or disrespectful. And that's the number one rule within the FGC. I don't want to recommend people to go to any event to where they'll feel uncomfortable or feel like just feel bad, like they came out there and they're just not having fun, getting picked on and being mistreated. If I hear of any of that, then I definitely won't be a part of it. But anything other than that, like say you make a mistake or I don't know, you get a little bit overwhelmed and it's not super duper organized, but you're still working on, as long as you're staying cool, like we're 100% there to help and 100% willing to help you promote. Um, Challenge, that's the last thing I want to touch on. Challenge is extremely, extremely helpful. The WBO uses it. Um, the FGC, we use it. Like even big games, I'm a League of Legends player. They use Challenge. A lot of Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments, they use Challenge. Like Call of Duty, like Challenge is really great. And if you go on our website, either you'll see Blader's Kingdom. So Blader's Kingdom, hosted by Michael Nightwing. Those are great tournaments, but if you click on the link to that, it'll take you to Challenge so you can create an account, or you can just go to Google and type in Challonge. It's like challenge, but it has an O instead of an E in it. But anyways, go create that account. And once you create the account, you can create a tournament. I could even help you if you email me to walk you through that. You go ahead and create your tournament. You can put the link for your tournament on your flyers, or you send it to me and I could put that link on our website so that people can go ahead and register at your challenge. That way you'll know if you'll have four people showing up or 40 people showing up. You can also put a cap on the amount of people that show up. It could put the date and the time. All of that can be organized on Challenge, and then it's just you promoting yourself to get you out there. And then we will also try to help the best way that we can. Another thing, I know I said challenge was last, but I thought about this. Don't be discouraged if you have your first tournament and like 2 or 4 people show up. That is not a big deal. You got to think about it. You put these flyers up, like anything, it starts small. We had our first tournament. I think we had 8 people show up, and that was with our website, me posting up flyers, and our social media. So we try to get it out as much as we can. And we had, I think, 8, probably less than that, because, but we had just a few people show up. But we had it again, the same location, and it was like not double, but at least 50% more people showed up. And then it just kept growing bigger and bigger and bigger. And that's just how it works, because word of mouth, like, people come to your event and they enjoy it. They find out that they're having Beyblade tournaments, which is a big thing that we don't know about. And then they tell a friend who tells a friend, and then they all come up. And then next thing you know, you have a big local community of Beyblade, Hasbro or Takara Tomy, that you can grow up, that, well, you can grow in and grow up in. And if you're able to become a WBO organizer, or you want to host FGC events, you can get into that ranked structure. WBO has the biggest ranked players in the world. So you work at it, you work on it, and you build your community, and the possibilities are endless. If you have any other questions, always feel free to reach out to me via email, or if you just want to promote your event, always feel free to reach out to me. I'm super hyped and really, 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 really wanting to grow the Beyblade community. That's what this is about. And I'm not gonna lie, it's probably selfish of me, but I enjoy competition. And the more bladers that we have out there, for me, my son, this and that, the more challenges, the more fun and greater it'll be. All right, take care.